Hello, hello all. I'm back. I know my camera looks a little bit different, and that is because I am doing this video from my laptop. And the main reason why I'm doing it from my laptop is because I ran out of space on my phone. Like, it only has enough room left to record like a 15-minute video, which I was going to do, but then I thought about how much I talk, and I said it's probably going to be a good idea to just get on the laptop. So I definitely am on my laptop. The reason why I wanted to jump on and just do this quick video is because I am still waiting to hit 100 subscribers. If you were able to catch my live during the Diamond Paint-a-thon, where we had a cause and we kind of supported homelessness and cruelty to animals and animal shelters and cancer research, it was a great weekend, and a lot of causes were recognized, and we brought about a huge awareness. And during my live, I stated that once I reached 100 subscribers, I was going to be gifting and doing a random, diamond painting giveaway. And I had two that I was going to be giving away. It was going to be like a winner and then like a runner-up. And the runner-up would be getting like a partial. And then the winner was going to get a huge 5-panel diamond painting that came with the kid and the diamonds. So the subscriptions were going up like crazy, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was tuning in every day, and I was getting excited. I was so happy. But, obviously I didn't want to take away from what the cause was, which was homelessness. So I still want to make sure that I jump on here real quick and I just continue to bring about some awareness for that. Because that's, really close to my heart. One of the new awarenesses, I'm going to be volunteering this weekend, doing an AIDS walk here in Vegas. They're going to have like a little festival where they try and bring about, again, awareness, and they're trying to raise money. Obviously, that is a disease that came on really heavy hitting in the 80s and 90s, and it was just a lot of research and reform, and it's still out there. It's still around. It's still, kind of hitting, especially younger community. They're a little more free when they're, first out on their own and things like that. And so it does still impact, a lot of people in ways, that can be detrimental. So I will be doing a walk. I do know some people who have been impacted with AIDS. My mom's brother, he passed away from AIDS. And if you've ever watched anyone dwindle from that disease, what it ends up doing to their body and how they end up looking, it is horrible to watch. So it is something, that I want to support, and I wanted to make sure I kind of got that message out, as well as reminding everyone that, I have some giveaways that are still pending and things of that nature. And also just kind of recalibrate, kind of bring everybody back around to like diamond painting. Like I said, I'm on my laptop because I wanted to do a video on my phone, and I got a message that it would only be, I think it said like 15 or 20 minutes and things like that. So I apologize if my video is a little bit grainy. I apologize if you're not able to see as clearly as my other one. With me being on my webcam from my laptop, I'm hoping that I don't crash as much as I was crashing during my live, because obviously I was filming in high def. And so filming in high def could probably be detrimental. So I don't think that there'll be that detriment. Other than that, how's everybody doing? You know, how's your painting? What are you working on? Some of the things that I wanted to go over is kind of update everybody as to where I'm at with my welcome to change, which is chit chatting and having a new gratifying experience. And it was about really about the path and the journey that I find myself on as I try to work towards just a new and improved me. Um, so I'm having a lot of success. One of the things that I did not want to do, as I mentioned before, was just like jump on a diet. I remember telling you guys I was going to just focus a little bit more on how I ate, what I ate, when I ate. And so I definitely was able to kind of accomplish that a little bit more. Obviously, it's a weekend. I think it might be like 2 weeks at this point. So I did increase my water intake, and I'd already drank a lot of water, but I also was big on like iced coffee. That is my vice. I love iced coffee, and so what I noticed that it was doing is it was causing me to I think, it takes just too much like sugar and things like that because it definitely, had the caramel and the macchiato or the Tai Chi. I definitely am a fan of iced coffee. And I try to wane my addiction by purchasing my own from the store instead of going to Starbucks all the time. But it did help. I mean, it just meant that I could have more. Purchasing it myself and making it and fixing it up here at home, yeah, it was bad. So I would go to the grocery store. I would get the Starbucks version of their latte, their iced latte. I would get the Starbucks version of their caramel macchiato, and it didn't help. I would be here fixing it up, hooking it up. I'd have a big giant container, and what I would notice is I started adding my own little extra ingredients. So I would add my my cinnamon, my nutmeg. Oh Lord, it's so I definitely have cut that out. And maybe I'll, offer myself going down the road a treat to where, I'll have a coffee day or something. Because I do believe in the benefits of coffee. I know that if you're into homeopathic remedies, that coffee is known to open your air passages. And so, as someone who used to be asthmatic, with me drinking coffee, I noticed that cutting it out of my diet, I've been wheezing a whole lot more. And I don't really wheeze anymore, but I definitely have been. I mean, it's also allergy season, so I mean, I'm cutting it out maybe at the wrong time, but it is something that, I'm trying to be mindful of and just kind of notice and things like that. So um, that's, for me. Some other things that I'm noticing is um, I was starting to have like a lot more stiffness and things in my joints. With me drinking a lot of water and I'm peeing all the time. I'm eating peppers like red, yellow, green peppers. I know that they're known for their antioxidant capabilities. Um, I will have to attest to how well they work because I am definitely noticing that there's probably not as much stiffness. It's probably reducing like inflammation that was starting to build up. So for me, I am noticing um, just a terrific, side effect or adverse effects of some of the things I was starting to notice that caused me to get on this journey in the first place. Couple of seconds, it's time for me to change my bead, and maybe you can enjoy a little bit of my music selection. Let's um, going to go with the So, how do you guys choose your selection? How do you choose your next selection or what you're going to work on? Just pick a symbol. You just try to fill every spot that goes over. You go by the most that are available. How do you guys pick? For me, I try and cover large areas. I'll leave the little ones and twos spots for when I'm about to finish up for the evening, and I just need one or two diamonds, and so I'll fill this last diamond here or there, and I'll grab another and fill those last two diamonds. So for me, I don't make it a point to maybe to get too many of the smaller sections. When I know I'm going to be there for a while, I will try to just cover the larger sections as much as possible. That's what I do. So the other day I was talking to someone, and my communication usually in my free time is almost always about diamond painting. And someone posed a question to me, what would I be doing if I hadn't found diamond painting? So I do want to kind of pose that question. Hey, some people are joined there. I made sure you got that one. Oh, we got somebody that subbed. I try to do the ones that pop out to get to the most. That way I am less likely to miss them. Yeah, I definitely agree. Hi, Alabama. I'm from Texas. Oh, look at that. So I know that you guys know that I live here in Vegas. Hello, Alabama. Hello, Texas. How you guys doing this evening? I didn't even realize that I had people coming in. I'm just talking and diamond painting. With that said, now that I have my 100 subscriber, I'll probably get the randomizer out there later this evening, and then have my son. You guys, if you don't know, my son he's my co-host from time to time. We diamond paint together, and I'll have him assist with the randomizer so that we can get everyone's information. Hopefully you guys click on my email. I usually try and make it available so that you can send me a message, and I'll make sure that I do that when I get off, so that whoever I call to be the winner, they can simply click on the email and send me their information, and we can get those paintings out. Okay? So let's see. Yes, thank you for participating in the Diamond Paint-a-thon. It was so much fun, wasn't it, Coriolis? I would like to keep that momentum going. Obviously, we had a lot of great causes, and we brought awareness to a lot of, as well as we got some support going to a lot of amazing, causes out there, from animal shelters to cruelty to animals to the homeless. Supporting cancer research, and I was just saying at the beginning of my video that this weekend I'm going to be doing a walk for AIDS research. So it's a disease that sometimes it just goes unnoticed because it hits, various communities and things, but it is still prevalent, and the youth are who I really worry about as far as, being impacted. So it's something that I feel we always have to work to continue to bring awareness to. My son, he's 21. My daughter, she is 16 and in college. And it's that age group that really causes me a lot of concern. So I definitely want to make sure that I do my part. How have you been this week, Coriolis? How was it trying to get back to your normal life after our Diamond Paint-a-thon? I know for me it was very difficult. I was sleeping and eating and dreaming diamond painting, and so when it ended, I felt lost. I felt lost for a while. So I'm kind of glad that I was able to jump back in and get some things going. Let's see. You had withdrawals. I can definitely understand that. It was very difficult, very difficult. I think I'm finding my way back through because I have new life. The 15th can't come soon enough. Every extra 3 pennies I get, I'm putting it up. I really, really want to see what Diamond Art Club has up their sleeve and what these new canvases are going to look like. What what art pieces they opted to select. I'm really living for this moment. I hope it's a great reveal. Hope everyone's able to get in and get something that they really want. Um, I don't know, that Game of Thrones picture. I hope they have a lot of those because I feel like them, even trying to gauge our feeling on round versus square AB diamonds. I feel like that just really increased like everyone's anticipation. Definitely mine. So we'll hope I hope that they just have a lot. I have a couple $100 put to the side. I just want them to come get this money. So anything you have up your, so do you have anything in mind? You have a particular artist that you like the most? Obviously, everyone has a love addiction for JoJo's art and Mandy Manzano. I wonder if they're going to have any new artists to where, they can display some up and coming artists. That way, we're kind of paying homage to, the greats, but we're opening the door for some new, artists to come through as well. I would like to see that. I don't think that art is something that has to just be, unique to one or two people. I would like to see how other people, what their artistic capabilities are as well. I just don't know if someone will capture my heart as much as Mandy. She seems to capture and convey the feeling that I feel when I look at certain pictures. She conveys it. So, what pieces are you guys working on? I'm trying to finish my Disney World with the rainbow behind it. Um, I think I'm going to order another one from another company and then compare. When I look online, sometimes I see some of them seem to be brighter than mine. And I can't, when I'm looking at it, I can't see anything. I just see a bunch of beads. But when I look through my viewfinder from my phone, I can actually see it and it looks nice. But it does look dark. Let's see. Whatever they come out with, I hope there are still some left next month. I can't buy more this month, but you do. You love Mandy as well. Mandy speaks to me. She definitely does. So I was online the other day and I kind of felt bad because I seen a lot of her artwork at the AliExpress sale. And I really do try to not step on toes. I don't know who's given artistic license and who hasn't. And someone pointed out that a lot of the pictures and paintings and things that we have, came from like maybe the HD photos that you used to see from the wallpaper apps and things. And I had never thought of it like that. So for now, I will, I like the quality of the canvases and the effort and care and concern that Diamond Art Club puts into their work. So I will purchase, because of that. But I don't think that I will stop ordering from like AliExpress or other companies, especially after someone pointed it out. Like, a lot of that work, was probably work from an independent artist and, it's free licensed or something. I really don't know. So I try not to feel too guilty. Let's see. I am still working on the nativity. My son is a truck driver. He showed up out of the blue this week, and that took me away from it. Yep, that happens. I had family over the weekend before our Diamond Paint-a-thon, and I got absolutely no painting done that weekend. So my niece, she's going to be graduating from high school this year, and she has prom and everything this weekend. So I'm quite sure I'll be there for my brother's daughter and, taking pictures and just doing a lot of the family things. I like that. That stuff is kind of fun. But I got to be honest. When I'm out, if I'm doing something, if there's a moment of boredom, a moment where the action slows down, I think to myself, I could be home diamond painting. I could be home with a glass of wine, or something. Speaking of, time to take a sip. This is not wine. I am on my health kick, and I have been working on just reducing some excess out of my life because I haven't picked a diet to actually go on exactly. So I haven't picked a diet to go on. So what I've decided to do was to obviously increase my water intake. And after I increased my water intake, I was just going to reduce some carbs, just become a little bit more mobile. So I've definitely done a great job. I've been doing this for about 2 weeks now since my first Diamond Paint with Me video. And what I will say is I'm starting to feel like a difference in, especially my joints. I was starting to notice a lot of stiffness, and I hated that and things. So I'm starting to feel a lot better, a lot. And it's only been 2 weeks, but I think in the 2 weeks time, probably because of just a reduction of a lot of the, sugary, fatty items that I was eating, I say I'm probably down maybe 10 pounds. I have a lot to go, so it's easy to do, especially when it's water weight, but it's definitely noticeable. In a lot of stuff, my clothes, I just feel a difference, definitely feel a difference. So, any vices that you have, anything that you're working on, trying to get yourself through right now, on top of just walking a little bit more and being more mobile. Um, I, I think my next big project is going to be to start to get a little bit more comfortable with sealing, like sealing my paintings and things. I asked a lot of questions over the weekend because obviously we had some hitters who were used to sealing, and I got a lot of advice from the community as far as like a lot of people are saying that they use Mod Podge, they use the luster. Yeah, it is terrific. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a journey. Like I said, I do feel a difference. And I think it's been about 2 weeks, maybe a little over, because I can't remember when I uploaded the video, but I had taken the video, and it was a few days old before I actually uploaded it. But I know it's been about 2 weeks since the video was uploaded. So somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks. 10 pounds, that's probably above average right there, because I think they say you should lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, if you don't want it to come back. At this point, I think of it like this. When it comes to trying to lose weight, you definitely want to see some results. If you don't see results, you give up. So I'm glad to be seeing results. I don't want to see like a pound here after when you put in a whole bunch of effort. So let's see. I am always thinking about being on a diet. The ceiling issues, it is confusing, and I think that's like going to really be like my next big focus is going to be how to seal correctly. I mean, I have a sealing section set up in my little craft area. I have an easel. I have my gloss, and I'm just scared to seal. I'm scared that I'll lose my luster. And I know a lot of people say, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. When I watch videos where they do comparisons, that is something that they always say. It's like, oh, you could tell, lost some of its luster when it filled in the cracks. And so I'm scared to do that. I really am. So I think when the paintings come out and they're so pretty and sparkly, I hate to lose that just because I'm scared that, they'll pop off over time and stuff. So do you just put it behind glass in a frame, or do you actually, because I know a lot of people say they want their diamonds to be exposed so you can get the shimmer and the sparkle. So, and I agree with that. You feel Mod Podge still makes it shine, but not quite the sparkle, if you understand the difference. Yeah, I definitely think that I do. So that's why I'm scared, and then I know you can get a gloss, and I've heard about a varnish, and it is very confusing. It really is. Um, and everyone that I had watched early on was talking about Tombow. And then I'm starting to hear, because it's the glue, and glues tend to yellow. But a lot of people in their videos were saying that Tombow, it still left the sparkle, it still left the shine. But I'm still scared because I don't want it to yellow. And someone said in one of our lives that they had noticed that their painting was starting to look a little yellowish, and they sealed with Tombow. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared though. I definitely am scared. But that's going to probably be a focus of mine. I think that I'm going to, try and invest in testing some things out because my passion is like 40 by 50 or larger. Those are my passions. But I will buy a 30 by 40. I don't like anything smaller than a 30 by 40. And I can work a 30 by 40 in a couple of days with no problem. And so those smaller paintings that I'll do in between like my larger ones, I'll maybe use those to kind of test some things out. I don't like partials, but maybe, I'll get a couple of partials so that I can test some things out. Uh, and yet we have also been told that glue on AliExpress only lasts about 3 years. And then if you seal it, you're only sealing it to that glue. Wow. I mean, is that crazy? No, it's not crazy thinking. You're actually making a point because that is something that, I really worry about. At the end of the day, it's almost like, your more expensive paintings, you should put behind glass, with that being said, and just go without the sparkle and expose, the shine and the glimmer. But it is a shame because they do look so good without a glass covering. I don't know, but I think that if you invest so much, like I've tried to, into your art, and it's a passion and things like that, it'll almost be worth it to maybe get a forum together where we can all kind of test some things out, so we can help one another salvage some of the paintings because we don't want to lose anything that we've worked on and we've invested in. Like I said, this is nice, but it looks dark. And so because of that, I do think I'm going to order one where the photo looks brighter and see if there's a difference. What do you do? Have you ever done that? Have you ever considered repurchasing a a painting that you've already completed just to compare or do a direct comparison to? Let's see. Next color should be. What color is it? Well, I definitely think that will be my next project is test out some sealers. I have a couple of paintings that need to be sealed. I think I have 4 that I have sitting off waiting to be sealed. And then I think from there, I'm going to, I think I'm going to do like a couple small partials just to have something to test, like Mod Podge or something. Yes, but I still haven't done it. I want to. I really do. I mean, I was tempted to, like this one right here, I really like Disney. And I think these are like my fun in-betweens. And then I have a few, like my Diamond Art Clubs where they're big and they're meaningful and they were purchased, with a reason. And I have a wall already picked out over here and some stuff over there and in the room for all of my Diamond Art Clubs. But I think I'm scared to start on them because this ceiling issue, it's like it's getting big. I don't mind the little small ones, but yeah, the big ones, oh, and then if I'm giving them as gifts, I have one gift that I definitely needed to sparkle, needed to shine. It's one that not only did they pick out, but I had already got it before they even looked for it. So that definitely means that it's something that's going to mean something to them. It's a good idea. Tested Tombow on one. You didn't like it. Yeah. That's a fear of mine, testing it out on something good and then not liking it. So I definitely think that that's going to be in my future. Maybe we'll reach out to a few people in our community and have a couple of people kind of test some things out, and like post our results so that we have points of reference. This person tried this out, this person tried this. I know that there is a video online, and it goes over like 7 different sealants and things, but I don't feel like it answered all of my questions. The painting was a dark painting. Um, I don't feel like it answered all of my questions. They went over everything. There was a Tombow section, but I feel like I still had more questions. I still wanted to know what, I don't know. They gave some great information about, the pliability of the canvas, whether it was real stiff, things like that. And I don't know. Sparkle shine, that means a lot. She talked about like luster and things. I think I need it dumbed down. Yeah, when people come in the room, you can still see it from an angle and still sparkle and capture the light, look good, look like diamonds. Some people talking like resin and things. Yeah. Shrink wrap. I wonder, yeah, shrink wrap. I did years ago, me and my kids, we did some wood projects, and then we were doing soap making, we were doing wood making, all in the same craft season. And we shrunk wrap everything so that it can stay. We tried to seal in because we were working with oils and fragrances, and we made bath and body salts, we made bath soaps, we made oils, and then we also did woodworking. So we created baskets to put them in, and we shrunk wrap everything. So it kept everything. It kept the aroma. And we created it so they could look like a gift set that you kind of like put on your dresser and use as like a decorative piece. But obviously, at any point, you could break the shrink wrap and still use the item if you wanted to use it. All natural ingredients and things. We looked everything up. It was fun projects to make. Definitely fun projects to make. But yeah, shrink wrap kept everything nice and tidy. That probably, wonder how well it would work when with the pliability of the project, but you are onto something there. Oh, definitely onto something. One of the things I always want to know is, what would you be doing if you hadn't found diamond painting? For me, as I was saying earlier, I don't know. I was bored. I was bored out my mind. I remember I would come home and I would get my remote, and I don't have cable, and I'd just be flicking through Hulu and flicking through Netflix, and I would be bored out my mind. I'd be on YouTube looking at craziness, Facebook. What everybody fights on Facebook. You're kidding, but curious. Yeah, I know I'm curious now also. Yeah, so I was bored. I can't imagine like what I would be doing with my time, you know, outside of diamond painting if I had not ever come into it. I know I was bored and I was looking for something to do, needed something to come along. So I'm definitely glad that I found it. I just wish I had found it a lot sooner. But I have it now. So I won't let it, bring me down too much. Let's see. You have a cleaner house. So you do find that it takes you away from doing your chores and your housework. I was asked that before, and I gotta admit my answer was horrible. So someone said, how do you get anything done? How do you get your housework done and your chores? And I said, I don't have to. I got kids. Horrible answer, but it was a real answer. um, yeah, I don't know if I hadn't found diamond painting, that still wouldn't be an interest of mine. I like for my house to stay clean as it can, so I don't have to worry. And I get aggravated if someone tries to take me away. Yep, I certainly do. Mom, come here. What do you want? What do you want now? I've been there. So I definitely try to stay away from it. The other question I get asked a lot about is like dating and things. I don't date. I haven't dated in a long time, like close to 10 years. Well, over 10 years because it's 2019 now. At all, like nothing, no dating. And it was a conscious decision that I made because my kids were little and I felt I had made horrible decisions up till, prior to that point. And I didn't want to make any more bad choices in men. I don't bring men around my kids anyway, but I definitely still didn't want to make any bad decisions and any bad choices. So for me, when it comes to like dating and things like that, it's non-existent. I mean, I have wants, interests, and needs. I guess I want to date someone. I probably need to get out there, and I'm interested in a lot of people like that Jason Momoa. but I don't. And so a lot of my friends are saying to me, "You need to start dating. You need to put that pen down and pick up a man." I'm sure you can figure out, but yeah, I do hear that a lot as well. But I gotta tell you, I don't have any fond memories of dating or being married at all. I remember one time when I was married, we were young. It was before the kids came along. My husband, he didn't provide me with no security. I didn't feel secure at all. I remember we had a Geo Tracker that had the soft top roof, and he was taking the trash out, and I'm in the living room, and he comes running in the house. "Hey, baby, somebody's breaking into the Geo Tracker," and the fool, he got the trash with him. And I'm like, "What the hell you telling me for?" He wasn't even brilliant enough to take the damn trash and throw it at the fool trying to break into the tracker. He come get me like I'm the muscle in the relationship. I'm about to go thwart the guy. So yeah, I will never forget that at all. Like, oh Lord, I gotta be the woman and the man. So, and don't get me started on laundry. His laundry would be so filthy and smelly. It would just be standing in the corner by itself. I'll never forget telling him one time, "I get tired of doing all the laundry. Why don't you do the laundry one day?" You know what he did? He goes in the room to get the laundry. He only got his laundry and washed his stuff. I felt some kind of way about that. But then I said, well, he knows how to wash his laundry. He can keep on doing it. Yeah. So like I said, I don't have any fond memories of marriage or dating at all. I'll never forget Purple Poison. How are ya? I'll never forget one time I was on a date with a guy and he took me to a drive-in movie. Obviously, this was years ago because this was before I even got married the first time. And we were at the drive-in and he kept trying to lean over. I felt like it was in a movie. He kept trying to lean over, put his arm around me, and I kept leaning against the door. I never forget when he dropped me off, he leaned in and I'm leaning away from him and I'm reaching for the door handle and he's steady trying to lean into, like, kiss me. And I'm like, stop, no, ooh. And I pull the handle and open the door and I'm spilling out of the car. And he says, What you doing? Where you going? I'm trying to get away from you. Like, how do you ring the bell and knock them over the head and give them insight as to what is really going on? And I felt bad. He then says, well, can I have your half of the date? He wanted me to pay for the date then because I didn't kiss him. So I told him he was going to have to sue me. Oh, those are the days. But I laugh about them now, but those were moments where I was like frustrated and irritated. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't want to get back into that. So I always told my daughter once she turned 18 that I would, start dating again. I just didn't want my kids to feel like when I would go out, Mommy about to go get you a new daddy. I'll be right back. So I didn't date. Oh, but I can tell they want me to get up and get a new life. They say, go get you a man, go get you a man. Like it's that easy. So, oh, you like that? It's true though. It's definitely true. So, so dating will be interesting, next year. 'Cause my daughter will definitely be 18 next year. And perhaps that is why I'm on this journey to kind of get myself fit and get myself mentally back into things. I just worry that I've been single for so long and set in my ways, red flags are probably going to be like purple, or orange. They're not going to be really red, and I'm probably just going to just be all over them. No, bye, see you, things like that. I hope I'm not a bitch. But I fear that I'll be difficult. I just don't want no man to say, get your damn diamond paint and then get up out of here. I don't want nobody to hurt my feelings. So that's why I'm taking this time to work on me. Other than that, yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know what this new dating world is like. I know everybody is online. I don't want to be online. And I know I watch certain shows, and the first thing they say is, he's always on his phone, or he's always on social media, or something like that. I don't want to be impacted by that either. So life will be interesting because I fear like those will be red flags to me, but to anyone else, they'll be just like purple or orange. They'll be real minute. But I do fear that those will be things that I'll have to overcome. And I may not be able to overcome it in time. I will for Jason Momoa, though, but I know he's happily married. I think he is attractiveness right now. So we'll see. We shall see. Because I think the most important thing is going to be, my kids tell me to stay the hell away from men. 2 bad marriages is enough for all of them. Exactly. I've had 2 bad marriages as well. And I can assure you that was on my mind when I said, that's it, I'm done. I went from one relationship where I was the main, everything. I handled the finances, and I wouldn't be able to get him to. I remember one time I said, I'm tired of being the main person to do everything. And I couldn't get him at all to take on any of the responsibilities of the household. And so one of the things I'm afraid I have gotten used to not sharing, kind of like my solitude, it would be an adjustment I am not sure I want to make. Exactly. I do feel like I'm set in my ways, and it's going to be a lot. It's going to take a lot to get someone that can break through, the barrier and the comfort that I've established for me in my lifestyle. I remember when I was married and I was tired of being the one to handle all the finances and stuff. We had 3 accounts. He had his bank account, I had my bank account, and we had one account that was our bill account. We totaled up all of our bills for the month, cut them down in half. You put your half in, I put my half in, and then the bills got paid out of the bill account. Whatever he had left over, if it was $2 or $2,000, that's his money. And whatever I had left over at the end of paying my half was my money. Except my money always ended up going to the bill account because he would always do something to mess up the finances. He had this new adventure, that new idea, this new whatever, gadget, whatever it was, it impacted whatever he could contribute. So at 60, it would be my way or the high. Exactly. I don't blame you. So I got fed up. I'm tired of making the ends meet and stretching everything. I hand him the checkbook. It's your turn. You're going to pay all these bills. I wasn't going to worry about it. I was going to sit back and relax the way he sat back and relaxed and didn't have to worry. And I'll never forget, a month or so has gone by. I haven't said anything about these bills. I'm not going to worry about it. We're in the bed. We're about to go to sleep. I always would lean into the middle, give him a kiss, and then I would lean over, turn my light out, go to sleep. I leaned in, gave him a kiss, and the lights turned out before my ass could turn over and turn the switch off. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm thinking someone hit a power pole or something. I'm trying to go around the house and flip the circuit. Nothing's working. I go outside like, oh, it must be a bad storm or something. The neighbors have lights and we don't. I'm like, what? Are you serious? What's going on? You got something you want to tell me? This fool says, I paid the credit card bill and didn't have any money left over to pay all the rest of the bills. What are you talking about? This fool paid the entire outstanding balance on the credit card instead of paying, regular amount or the minimum amount. And there wasn't enough left to pay the light bill, the gas bill. So the lights go out. He never says anything to me so that I could do what I always do, go into my account and save the day. And we're sitting there naturally without lights. It was night, but I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was on TV, an episode or something on TV. And hence, I will say the bills came back over to me, but it didn't make it any better. He got back to relaxing and jacking the money up, and I got back to bitching about it. But I did have a couple of weeks where I didn't worry at all. It was kind of great. So what about you guys? Have you guys had that alone is enough to keep me from wanting to go back to dating? But, in this world, once the kids are out, and most of them, they're both probably on their way. So I don't want to be a miserable old spinster by myself. It'd be different, if I live with my sister or something. I can see how two women become spinsters together. But it's just me. I don't want to be a spinster by myself. That make you old and crabby up in the nursing home. I don't want that. I'll be giving everybody a damn run for their money and bitching at them for some tapioca pudding. Anybody else new to dating and trying to get back out there and wondering how to do it and what you should do and how's it going to go? I don't think it's going to go well for me at all. I'm anxious, though. Anxious to just get it over with. But I do want to work on myself mentally beforehand. And I'm glad I'm giving myself a year to kind of get it together. Because I feel like I'm going to be real hard on some people. Real hard. I definitely don't want to meet anybody 50 years old that's still living at home with a parent. At all whatsoever. And I understand if you're 50 and your children live with you, but please tell me you didn't move in with them. So that's going to be some things that I, got to work through, I think. I think I'm going to be a work in progress trying to work through those kind of issues. I'm 40. My husband is 30. And he sounds like you're... haven't dated in 14 years. Mimi Gilmore, it's been 10 for me. Get you an older man. Um, I feel you, Purple Passion. I do. I just wonder if dating an older person shortchanges other things. Oh, we'll see. Obviously, I'm going to be coming from, a loveless background as well. So maybe we'll be loveless together. That's about all young men are good for, though, huh? Get you an older man. I take care of my mom full time. She is 85. I think that's different, though. I think it's different when your parents have moved into the twilight of their life and you're, coming in to help out. It's different, because you're taking care of them. You're making sure that they have the basic essentials that they need the same way they did when you were young. But if your parents are able-bodied and they don't need anyone to take care of them and they're enjoying life and their benefits and the fruits of their labor, and you haven't gotten it together and so you need to go home, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying I don't want to date anyone that's in that position. If he's laying on mom and dad, then what do you think he's going to be doing if I come along? Oh, I'm going to be right back where I started, with somebody who's financially irresponsible, and I got to take the burden on. I want to kind of learn from history and not repeat it. I hear that's the definition of insanity. So I don't want to be insane. I do think that would drive me crazy. What about you guys? What do you think if you were recommending someone to a friend, or how to get back out in the dating world? What would that be? What would that look like? I think I would tell my friends to stay the hell off the internet. That would be what I would tell them. I also would tell them, get to a gym. A lot of fit men and probably single men that, I don't know. You guys think that guys who frequent the gym are more, into their self, a little on the selfish, side than I'm not gonna say than unfit men, but I don't know. I have a cousin and I call him a big buffhead, and sometimes the way that he thinks, it's out there. It's outlandish, Maybe meet someone from church. So that was my goal. And how do you do it, though? You seem to have bigger egos at the gym. I agree. I definitely agree. How do you do that? How do you meet someone at church? That's the problem. How do you date at church? You go in there for the word, and how you doing? What you doing? Let's go out. How do you work I like you into a religious conversation? That's the difficult part about trying to date at church. Well, it is for me. I mean, I know people meet at church all the time, but I just wonder how those conversations went, how they struck up the conversation and it got to dating. Those are interesting lines that I think I need to hear. Bible study, single Sunday school group. You guys got a single Sunday? I don't know if our singles group is okay. I guess we do have a singles group at my church. I didn't think that it was based on, everybody hooking up. I guess I should check into it. It must be a lot more fun than I was thinking. Oh, wow. I hadn't even thought of it. You just put a whole new aspect, Mimi, into, the singles group. I usually just go to the women's group. I guess it's going to be real hard to find a date in the women's group. I definitely have been doing this wrong, I should have been going to the singles group. So that's a new aspect. That's something I hadn't really thought about, but you're right. That is probably a good way to kind of meet somebody at church. I hadn't thought about that at all. Do you guys find that it can be a lot of drama at church? I have a friend. She goes to the same church as me, and I don't know. She was joining all of these activities that the church was hosting, and she kind of I think she probably felt like some people were like maybe taking advantage of her, and how maybe she went about manifesting it might have been a little over the top. But I felt like, oh my gosh, y'all are turning church into it got drama filled. And she would have words and roll her eyes. Yes, she would have words and roll her eyes, and I'm thinking we're in church. And then I felt like I don't want the other church people to look at me the way they might be looking at her, so I wouldn't sit by her at church. I go to a big mega church too, but we all seem to know one another because the other people that are coming are, they're new or they haven't been around for a while. I The other bad part is I don't feel bad for not wanting to sit by her. I was like, calm down, calm down. What are you doing? No, don't do that at church. No, like she'd be rolling her eyes. They get on my nerves. They're just taking advantage of me. They went camping, and I want to go camping, but I don't think I want to go camping with church people. Something happened, and if things don't go the way it should, I want to be free to be free to say what I need to say, how I need to say it, so I can get past it, get over it, and keep it moving. And so I don't think I feel comfortable. Like if I see a bear, oh, you gonna know I seen a bear because you're gonna hear me going off, hollering, screaming, saying some unchurch-like words. So, but she went camping with them, and apparently, people were hooking up, and somebody hooked up with the church guy she likes. So that's what I mean when I'm saying sometimes the church people can be, dramatic. And I told her, "Oh Lord, you're making me feel like I'm back in high school." But somebody hooked up with the church guy she was liking, and she said she had asked the lady, "Are you supposed to be liking some?" And the lady said no. And she's thinking now that the lady was lying to her on purpose. And I don't know. I don't know, but I know I stopped sitting by her at church, and I don't feel bad. So we'll see. We'll see. I sit all the way on the other side, and I sit there and I rock and I hum and I sing. I get up and I leave. No drama. No drama. And I think it's because there's no dating. I'm not dating. That's still one thing I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with drama. Who are you talking to? Why are you always on your phone? I don't want to do that. I don't. Do people still go dancing? Like you guys go out, you go line dancing? Do you I remember I used to go country line dancing. Me and my ex-husband, we used to look crazy up in the country bar. Our first time we went in there, and my ex, he's from the Bahamas, and we looked crazy. We went in there, and we had a pact that we were going to only dance with other people because we could dance together at home or go somewhere. We wanted to be able to learn how to line dance authentically, and then we wanted to spend time, getting to know other people. And so we get there, and you ever seen like in a movie where the music stop and it sound like the record skipping and scratching all at the same time? That definitely happened when we first walked in there. But it was a beautiful experience. We got welcomed with open arms after we were in there for like 15 minutes because we walked in together, and then I went and sat on one side, and he went and sat on the other side. and we kind of just like waited for people to come up to us. And I think people finally realized like what we were doing. I have no idea. I stay at home with no drama. Well, Mimi, that's what I do. So it sounds like you and I have a lot in common. My boys are 10 and 7, so I don't go out. I diamond. It doesn't help when they grown. I told you guys earlier, my kids, I'm a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. So I don't even need to be home, but I'm always home. But yeah, I do wonder if I do start dating, like what that looks like. I don't think I'll let it take me away from diamond painting though, because I don't really have a desire to do it. That's why I said it'll be next year. But I do wonder, if I get with someone, it's got to be someone that understands. I just feel like I'm going to be too much for anybody to really want to go forward with. And I think I'll lose interest. I'll be free to date at that point, but I think I'll lose interest in just not date. I really do. I think so. I'll be like, oh well, I tried. I gave it a try. It wasn't worth it. I'm over it, and I just be single. I do feel like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm okay with it. I think I'm just at a different point in my life where I'm not interested in certain things. Uh-oh. Sherry! Hi! How are you, Sherry? You have a 39 and a 35-year-old. Really? Wow. Are they single? No, I'm playing. I'm playing. How you doing tonight, Sherry? Have you been studying? Any studying going on? No. We are talking about me and my journey. I gave a little bit of an update about my weight loss, and I talked about me getting myself together because possibly next year when my daughter turns 18, I'll possibly be going back and dating. So we will see, because I was telling the community that I think that I've been single for so long. I think that I'm going to be a handful. And I think like little small issues will become big giant issues. And it's unfortunate. But I think at the end of the day, any person new, they just won't want to deal with that. I won't want to deal. I mean, a red flag for me will be like something small. Did you brush your teeth when you woke up this morning? No? Okay, well, you know what? It was real nice knowing you. I'll see you later. Take care. And I can see just moving on. Nope, both take. Well, I was joking, Mimi, a little bit. I was joking. Yeah, Sherry, it's going to be awesome. I think if I'm able to continue on this path, continue with my results. I was saying at the beginning of my video that it's been over 2 weeks, just under 3, but just over 2 weeks since I had started, like I had removed a lot of like sugar and carbs and things. I'm not on any particular diet or anything. I just definitely reduced a lot of stuff. And I was telling them at the beginning of the video that I feel a huge difference. And I'm probably down about 10 pounds. I am feeling, it's hard to describe because I know it's not monumental, but I'm feeling just something different, like I don't feel stiff as much anymore. I feel a lot more mobile. I think, my energy is up. My metabolism is definitely working because I'm hungry a lot more. In my previous video, I talked about, being focused on how I eat, what I eat, when I eat. And I think focusing on that is the improvement. Obviously I have a long way to go because I wanted to lose at least 70 pounds. Definitely wanted to get into an extremely healthy weight And I think that's going to be about the 70-pound weight loss mark. And then I was going to hope that Jason Momoa paid me a visit. I'm pretty good tonight. You are studying. That's good. No, both of them are taken. Okay, well, I was joking, but you never know. You have a 21-year-old grandson, 17-year-old grandson, 11-year-old Oh, wow. Yeah, Sherry, I'm pretty proud of my results. I really am. I really am. Some of the other stuff, just to get you caught up, that I'm going to be doing this week, I have an AIDS walk that I'm doing this week. So I was telling everybody that one of the other things that I was hoping to do is to not lose any momentum behind, everyone's causes. And so I was diverting everyone's attention kind of back to, all the causes that we supported over the weekend: homelessness, uh, cancer research, the claws. We did a really good job there, and cancer. And then if anyone has the opportunity to go back and look at some of the live videos, there were some great causes. Animal rescue, animal shelters, definitely some great causes. So I want to make sure that I continue to bring about that awareness. I have a mile walk tomorrow to support heart health. I hope I see y'all after that, because a mile is going to be a long walk for me, and it's timed. I don't know what I was thinking. So with it being timed, we're going to see. I don't want to run. I think that'll do me in. But yeah, I do have a mile walk tomorrow that's timed, and hopefully, we'll be able to. Obviously, we get sponsors. I have quite a few that have sponsored me, and hopefully I'll get it done in time, and all of my sponsors will turn in their money and they'll see us. So if you're ever in Vegas, the mile walk is going to be, it's like a mile, a 4x4 block around Green Valley Hotel and Casino, which is in Henderson. And it's about 5 miles outside of Vegas, maybe a little bit less, but it's really close. I mean, you can see the strip from there, but I just won't be walking the strip. So that is tomorrow, and then the AIDS walk is Sunday. So just trying to make sure I'm still continuing to bring about awareness. I don't know what's going on here. I think I need to redo my tape. So is anybody enjoying some festive spirits and beverages this evening? This is not wine. This is this crazy drink called bubbly sparkly water. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 taste. But I needed something because I feel like I'm floating away trying to drink all this water in a day. So I've been trying to enhance my water with just a little bit more. Yes, I am getting out and getting mobile while I support some great causes. I am proud of myself there. This is new because I usually would do these things with my kids, but as they get older, I don't want to force the focus on them. I want them to be able to just come up with some things on their own. So I signed up for these on my own, separate, from them and the family and things like that. And just kind of see what they come up with. They're both kind of big on supporting the community anyway, so we'll see. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see. I know you guys were talking to my daughter. Let's see. Kids got school tomorrow, so I don't drink till the weekend. Well, I have nothing except I know you look forward to the weekend. uh, no drinking for you until you get done studying, Cherry. We're going to get you through school, get this degree. Maybe next year when I go out, we'll go out together because you'll have your degree. We'll be up there in the club. Man, we're going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. The men, they're going to smell the potential. They're going to smell the potential. I tried the keto and got 2 weeks, so I'm happy you are doing what you like for your diet. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if keto is just the way. I feel like if you restrict yourself, obviously you're going to have success. But what happens when you reach that goal? You don't have nowhere to go but back up because you restricted yourself to get to it. So for me, I need to do something that I can incorporate a little bit easier. It's okay for me to say, I'm going to cut iced coffees. Maybe I'll just give myself a coffee day. I think that's more feasible than I'm going to cut everything good out for 6 months. And wherever I'm at, then I'll just work it back in slowly. It's not easy to do that. No drinking for me. Diet Pepsi for me. That sounds like fun. Yes, let's do this. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to have a good time. And they're going to just smell the potential. Like, there go some women right there. They well put together. She got a degree. She is, oh my gosh, look at her. She's working on, she looks really awesome. Yep, and my boobs are going to be spilling out of everything I put on. I can't keep them in anyway, but I'm hoping as I lose weight, they'll get a little more normal. But yeah, I didn't want to do keto. I didn't want to do Atkins. I didn't want to do South Beach. I feel like pretty much probably the best diet to go on would have been maybe the DASH diet. Because what I'm hearing is that it's like really like just like removing, salts and things that it helps like heart health. And it also helps when it comes to like inflammation and things of that nature, which are really the things that I felt like if I cut out, and avoided certain things, it would help improve that. So we'll see. That's pretty much what my goal is. Uh-oh, the air just came on finally. Yeah. Other than that, did anybody in here get anything in the AliExpress sale? I didn't. I did. I said I didn't. I did. But I didn't buy a lot. I got, I think, 9. I wanted to, this sounds stupid, and I was asking earlier, but I wanted to buy from other companies some of the similar paintings that I had already received. You didn't, Mimi? And my reasoning is because, like, this right here, I feel like it's coming out. When I look in the viewfinder, it looks pretty good, but it looks dark. And so when I look at other Disney World pictures from other sites, like this is a Glymig, I think, the GLYMG, and it just looks dark. But I see the same one from Evermoment. The picture looks, this one's lengthier. The picture looked more square, like it looked like a 50 by 50 or 40 by 40. But the actual overall photo looked brighter, like lighter than this one does. So, and I noticed that with a couple of others when that same canvas is sold, but by different manufacturers. So that's what my focus is maybe trying to determine a comparison between the companies also. I mean, everyone wants to buy the best canvas that they can get. They want the best diamonds with the most sparkle and the most shine. And to be honest, you want to pay as little as you can, without sacrificing too much in quality. And I understand that. I'm the same exact way. sounds like the things I need to cut out. What did you call the diet? I call it life. I don't have a diet. So, um, the what I've been doing is simply just reducing some of the excesses. I haven't like selected a diet, and I said I was going to do that for a few weeks, maybe like a month or two. I'm just going to reduce excesses because I really wanted to gauge, how easy it would be to incorporate into a lifestyle. I don't want to jump on something that's like a fad and then have to worry about gaining anything back. So I feel like if it's easy to just incorporate and reduce, it'll be easy for me to maintain it. I've done Atkins before, which is meat, eggs, and cheese. I've done keto, which allows you to have a little bit more options with vegetables. Some of the vegetables that were, still like broccoli. Broccoli has, higher carb content than some of the other leafier vegetables, so you can have that on keto. Where I didn't do any vegetables that had high carbs in it when I was on Atkins. So with that said, obviously everyone's go-to right now is either Atkins or the keto diet. Um, I've heard of the HGC, and I did that before, and I was very successful. However, that was just before I got hurt and I gained the additional weight, just with my lack of mobility and everything. But the HGC diet requires you to get injections or to take like sublingual tablets. I don't want to do anything that is difficult or is that restrictive. And the diet alone was very restrictive. So you had to have the injections to offset the low calories. So when I did the diet before, I simply doubled the daily allowance, and I didn't take any injections or any of the tablets and anything. But it was still kind of restrictive. You could have certain things on the diet, so it was doable. You could have strawberries, and you could have oranges and apples. So you could have some fruit. You could have Melba toast, or you could substitute your Melba toast for a bread with comparable ingredients. So if I had to pick a diet to go on, it probably would be that diet because it's easier. I'm not giving up so much. I can make something out of fruit, something sweet out of fruit. If I could have bread, I can make a sandwich. I'm not limited in things. So it's just a matter of picking something that will cause me to learn how to, I think, read labels a little bit better, take away, preservatives, um, just make better food choices, basically. I don't do that right now. Oh, no, no injection or sublingual tab. That sounds crazy. Yeah, it sounds crazy when you don't have a medical issue to have to inject yourself daily. That definitely sounds crazy. So they're injecting that it's a hormone that they're injecting in them, and it's supposed to counteract the lack of calories from their diet. And you do it in phases, like so you do like a 15-day or a 23-day or a 46-day phase, and then you come off of it for a few weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you go back on for the next round. So it's crazy, and it sounds so restrictive for me. So I don't think that it's something that I really want to do. Not now, at least. But right now, like I said, I think my biggest goal was to maybe get some water weight off, to get my joints are moving and get some inflammation gone. I definitely feel like, that's what I've been doing is losing inflammation and stuff. I don't know. I've just been feeling this last 3 days. I've been on it for almost 3 weeks. And these last 3 days, since Monday or Tuesday, my body's just been feeling really amazing. It's hard to describe though, because I know I haven't lost more than 10 pounds. But my body feels maybe I'm losing inches. I don't know. Maybe I've exhausted all of the waterway, but everything feels just more, I don't know, fluid. It's hard to describe. Oh, I am too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. Someone said to me at work, "You seem so happy this week. You seem like you're so chipper." And I said, "Really? Yeah." And you're like walking in, you're smiling. That's awesome when someone notices that about you and something that you're doing makes you feel like that subconsciously, you know. So I hope I still feel like that tomorrow after I do this heart walk. We'll see. But hopefully, we'll raise a lot of money for heart health and get some good awareness out there. I think I got my 100th subscriber tonight, Sherry. So my son is ready. We're going to do the randomizer. We'll probably record a quick video on it. And then we'll get the diamond paintings out into the community. That'll be fun. That'll definitely be fun. Hopefully people will record their response to getting their package or doing an unboxing. That'll be fun. Yeah. So any plans for you this weekend, guys? Any major plans? Anything fun? Except I know we're going to be drinking. Yeah. Sarah Bareilles. Any plans? All right. Let's see. All right. No plans, no one? Looks like everybody is kind of closing out. I'm probably going to close out a little also. If you do watch the video, if you're watching the video and you're watching it as a rewatch, not here, yeah, I can see. It's okay. I'm sure she'll catch the ending. Any plans for you, Mimi? I got 8 minutes. Say something. How fun. Hey, there you are. Any plans for the weekend, Sherry? Going anywhere, doing anything other than studying? You got any more tests coming up? Gotta go to bed. It's 1:42 and I gotta get up at 6:20. Nice talking to you. Also, Purple Poison. I'm sorry. I don't have any regular day. I just jumped on because I was having fun talking to myself, diamond painting. But definitely come in and join me, and I'm gonna try and get a day to myself where I do it once a week or something. Nope, just schoolwork, huh? Well, we definitely want to get you through. When do you graduate? This year or next year? Mimi, are your kids going to be gone? It was nice talking to everybody. Are your kids going to be gone this weekend? You have the house to yourself? $20.21. Oh my, you just went back to school. That's okay. That is okay. My new job, they have a program where they pay for my continuing education, which is awesome because I've had to pay for that out of my own pocket. So, and I'm licensed in insurance. And so they pay for my continuing education and they also have tuition reimbursements for school. And I'm thinking about going back to school and getting maybe my degree in risk management. So I think that is, I mean, I've been in the insurance industry for so long, but I haven't, like, I've been a manager. I've been in policy services. I've been all over. I've been in health insurance, auto, home. And so I think summing it all up into, one large field to where it looks nice on a resume is something. I think that's my next, path, is to kind of sum it all up and things, because I'm not getting any younger. And so the goal is to make my resume look so good that I get into a position that I can just retire from. I don't want to work forever. I hate working. I hate working. I do a job that doesn't bother me, because I don't think that you should ever work a job that you hate. So I think that if you do hate it, it should be temporary, and you should definitely get out there in the world, and you should definitely find something that's a passion that you love and try to get income from it. So for me, I don't think that I could find another field that would be more fulfilling, but it's the punching a clock and having to be somewhere. I hate that aspect of working. So I can't wait to retire at all. I'm gonna be looking like that guy OJ when he was on that commercial running through the airport and jumping over stuff. That's gonna be me. Get out the way. It's time to retire. I'm gonna be knocking everybody in front of me down. So yeah, I think everybody should feel like that when it comes to, what they're doing, where they're going, things like that. That's honest. So other than that, I have 4 minutes. Any questions that you guys have of me? Anybody? It looks like it's just me and you, Sherry. Mimi probably had to head off. It's probably getting late everywhere. I really just jumped on because I wanted to test my laptop. I record usually and upload from my phone, and I ran out of room on my phone. So I was like, let me see how well my laptop will record, and if it's decent enough when I need a good backup until I can clear my phone videos off. And you are still here. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I really am glad I got all the subbies. I mean, I hope to continue, but it'll be nice to be able to focus on the diamond painting and get out the gift and, see people excited, especially somebody that is new to diamond painting. They don't have a lot, a 5 panel. If they break it out into 5 different paintings, that'll be exciting for someone that's new and doesn't have a large staff. So we will see. We'll see. I think I'll do the randomizer tomorrow and make sure that my email is visible so that everyone can reply and respond. Yeah. Yep. Hang until the end. Oh, Mimi, I appreciate that. I really do. So you have to make sure you sub and you hit that notification bell, ding. And then if I'm on or if I do a video, I really thought this was going to be like a video. I forgot and I hit live because I went live this weekend. I did a couple of tests. So I'm just used to doing it that way now. But this weekend was really fun. And so I wanted to keep the momentum going. I had a lot of people that asked, like, what kind of causes? So I wanted to make sure I brought that awareness back so that wasn't forgotten. And then I was feeling like, I just felt like I hadn't done any diamond painting. And so I wanted to get back to the fun behind that also. This flipped over. Anyway. I don't think I'm doing anything. Well, Friday nights are dedicated to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. So if you guys go to her live, I'll see you guys definitely in there on Friday. And then I don't have any other plans to do much. Like I said, my niece is graduating this year, so she's got prom and stuff this weekend. Which video are you doing? Already subbed. Okay. I'm going to do another video that does a randomizer and gives away. I have two diamond paintings that I'm going to be giving away. I may give away a third one. My son said, why not make it fun? It's your first giveaway. And I think that's true. So I may give away 3 instead of 2. I have a partial that's definitely going to be given away, and I'll bring that up on the video. And then I have a 5 panel. I'm giving that away, and then I have several others. I have like 16 others to choose from, and so maybe I will have like a vote or something in the video, and then do a randomizer from the vote and give away, the selection from the most votes or something. That'll probably be a lot of fun. This weekend was a blast. I subbed you. Oh, so you may win. You never know. Yeah, I did feel love. I really did. I got a lot of messages. And then there were some people who found me on Facebook. That's why I put my Facebook picture on this video so people would know if they were in a group. Oh, that's the girl from our group. So, yeah, but my hair is straight in that video. I don't wear my hair straight, but like twice a year. And just so happened I was in my car. And I think my daughter took that picture. That's why I'm grinning so much. All right. Well, that is it for this evening. I really thank you all for coming to visit me and sharing a night of diamond painting, where I started off really just testing how well my video would look if I did it on my laptop. Yeah, it's a little grainy, but oh, this looks like a spider crawling on me. This is crazy. Anyway, I sell several apps. Yeah, me too. I was going back and forth to all these different lives. I was having so much fun. I subbed a lot. I have a lot of new friends. And their videos were starting to come up, and I was like, I don't have to go looking, because I would have to go looking for other, like I had a couple that I was already subbed to. But when I wanted to see, like, I would hit diamond painting or I would put unboxing, but I had to go looking, and I haven't had to do that really. So, oh, you're welcome, and thank you. Hopefully I'll get a day. I was talking to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, and I said that I was going to go into Crafters Anonymous. I know they have a spreadsheet of when everybody goes live, and that way I don't step on anyone's toes, and so people don't have to feel like divided on what night they're going to go and see. We can all kind of get around and see all of our bloggers. So I'm going to try and do that. I just was jumping on, testing my laptop. It came out okay, but I do see right in here, it looks grainy. And then this wall right here, that needs to go. And then probably, at least when my phone is inside my, the spreadsheet was a great idea. With the phone, on my tripod, it points directly down on my painting. You can't really see a lot right here. And then this light had to be off because it was washing out the video. But it's okay. I still can't see the painting, but I can see it on the laptop some. I just can't see it over here. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close up. It's been real. You guys all have a good night. Thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you guys soon. Remember, my favorite line is, we are all welcome to change. And change means whatever it means for you. For me, it's chit-chatting and having a new gratifying experience. You guys have a good night, all right? Bye.